Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Touchdown, UNLV. He'll stroll into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Fights off a defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Bulls pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. In the clear, just trucks through the defender. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Second down after that previous play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The big fullback's got it here. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
You'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Return it one down. Sets up the next drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the run, it's James. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
So the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
And they'll use the ground game here. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The USF offense is back out there now. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Well, that's the kind of run that makes an offensive line coach very, very happy. And it also will boost the confidence of the big guys up front. And when you have a confident offensive line, you got more and more opportunity to hit big plays.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense set up with first and goal now after the penalty. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Second down and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at second and goal. You're going to throw the ball? Man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Rebels. Kicking team out for the PAT try. extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The Bulls pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. See if they can convert the one after. The PAT puts them up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's second down here. The shotgun running play call.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Bulls looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's a great catch on the sideline. What an effort to stay in bounds. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. Right down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he takes this from inside the football. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. The offense recovers the fumble. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We get the second half started with their running play. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here comes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Bulls line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Bulls will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second and goal for the offense. The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. And tackled there by the defense.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Trying to extend the play. And he's got it. Touchdown, USF. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 13 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? And he slings this pass over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
where these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And this one is caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's White. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
He'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he'll be brought down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Wright. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. They begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Bulls are on the move here.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The backs got it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Give it to the back again. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And there's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The shotgun handoff here, and it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And the senior able to make... for a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
This is a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 in the fourth quarter. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Caught over the middle. It's White. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. A new set of downs after that completion.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds and try to preserve that clock.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. Made the defense look slow that time. Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Scanning the field, it's Brown. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Bulls will line up on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the extra point up and good. Makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the 4th. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do, and he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Extra point try coming now. PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. To throw, it's Brown. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's White. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the hook.
Touchdown, UNLV. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Automatic in the PAT. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a